The war between Russia and Ukraine is deeply affecting world politics. A very important power struggle is taking place in the Black Sea, which is bordered by many countries. Russia is about to suffer its biggest defeat in this war by losing its dominance in the Black Sea. But what makes the Black Sea so important? Why Russia wants to dominate the Black Sea? To answer this question, we need a map of Russia. With an area of more than 17 million square kilometers, Russia is the largest country in the world. The north and east of Russia are completely covered by the ocean. However, Russia cannot use these ports for sea trade, because Russia has a very cold climate and some parts of the oceans freeze in winter. Russia needs to access to the seas in order to use its ports. Two seas can be used for this. One is the Baltic Sea and the other is the Black Sea. First, let's look at the Baltic Sea. These are the countries bordering the Baltic Sea: Sweden, Finland, Denmark, Germany, Poland, Russia, Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania. Only 3 of these countries are not NATO members: Russia, Sweden and Finland. However, Sweden and Finland have started the process to become NATO members. These 2 countries are expected to join NATO very soon. In this case, the Baltic Sea will become NATO's inner sea. It is unlikely that Russia will be able to conduct military activities through this port. In this case, the only sea Russia can use is the Black Sea. But here too, the situation is not good for Russia. One of the main reasons why Russia invaded Ukraine was to strengthen its dominance in the Black Sea. So what does the Black Sea have to do with this war? This question is overlooked by many experts, but in fact it is one of the main reasons for the war. Located in the northernmost part of the world, Russia has to use the Black Sea to connect with the south. The Black Sea is very close to Russia's industrial cities. Also, the Black Sea's hinterland is quite large. Russian ships need to use the Black Sea to reach the Mediterranean countries, Africa and Middle East and India. Russian ships also need to pass through the Black Sea to reach Iran and Syria, with which Russia cooperates. But Russia faces a very important obstacle. To see this, let's look a little further back on the Black Sea map. The only way out of the Black Sea is through the straits controlled by Turkey. To get from the Black Sea to the Mediterranean, you need to cross the Bosphorus and then the Dardanelles. In the past, these straits were under the control of the Ottoman Empire. Russia attacked the Ottoman Empire many times to capture these straits. Finally, in the First World War, a great battle took place in the Dardanelles. However, the Ottoman army managed to win this war by showing a historical resistance. Russia's plan was once again foiled. Russia is in constant conflict with Turkey over the use of these straits. Turkey, a NATO member, is making a great effort to prevent Russia's aggressive policies. Russia is facing a very serious crisis in this regard. Russian warships have been trying to reach the Black Sea through these straits for months. Russia put great pressure on the Turkish government to allow the ships to pass. However, the Turkish Foreign Ministry said that these ships would never be allowed to pass. The Russian Defense Ministry then confirmed in an official statement that the Varyak and Admiral Tribut's ships followed a long route through the South China Sea and reached Vladivostok on Russia's Pacific coast. Turkey has won a major diplomatic success over Russia. Turkey's move prevented the Russian Navy from attacking Ukraine. Russia's continental shelf in the Black Sea is quite narrow. Therefore, it is unable to put pressure on Turkey regarding the passage through the Black Sea. Russia wants to solve this problem by increasing its dominance in the Black Sea. However, there is another reason for Russia's effort for dominance in the Black Sea. The Black Sea is known to have oil and natural gas resources. Last year, Turkey found natural gas under the sea as a result of drilling in the Black Sea. Russia is trying to dominate a wider area in order to utilize the natural resources in the Black Sea. Crimea is one of the strategic importance for this very reason. Crimea, annexed by Russia in 2014, is like an island in the Black Sea. This region, which has a very wide coastline and natural harbors, is the most critical point in the Black Sea. The state that controls Crimea also expands its continental shelf in the Black Sea. This is very important for the exploitation of the natural resources under the Black Sea. Ukrainian leader Zelensky is determined to end the Russian occupation of Crimea. This war started with Crimea and will end in Crimea, Zelensky said. Zelensky's plans to liberate Crimea have won the appreciation of the whole world. The land links between Russia and Crimea were completely severed. First, the Ukrainian army won a major victory and managed to liberate Kherson. Then the Kerch Bridge, the main highway connecting Russia and Crimea, was blown up. Thanks to this, Russian influence in Crimea began to diminish. Attacks on the Russian Navy are increasing every day. A large part of the Russian Navy has withdrawn from Crimea. Ukrainian military operations against the Russian Navy in Crimea continue. The Russian-appointed governor of Crimea said that the Russian fleet shot down a Ukrainian drone over the Black Sea. However, Russia has not shared any information about the losses suffered by the Russian fleet in this area. According to data shared by Ukrainian military, a total of 16 warships have been sunk in the Russian Navy since the beginning of the war. Due to these operations, the Russian military has lost millions of dollars. The Russian Navy continues to lose control of the Black Sea. If the Ukrainian army succeeds in liberating Crimea, Russia will lose all its power in the Black Sea. This is a nightmare for Russia. The Ukrainian army is preparing to give Russia another nightmare. The new operations of the Ukrainian army in Crimea will change the whole balance in the Black Sea. If Ukraine succeeds in extracting natural gas in the Black Sea, Russia will have no more leverage. Russia's economy is mostly based on the sale of natural gas and oil. Russia constantly threatens European countries in this regard. European countries are forced to trade with Russia to meet their energy needs. However, if the Ukrainian army succeeds in liberating Crimea, it could start exploiting the natural resources in the Black Sea. With natural gas from the Black Sea, European countries would no longer be dependent on Russia. This would lead to the complete destruction of Russia's greatest power. If the Ukrainian army wins this war, it could bankrupt Russia completely. Russia has lost billions of dollars because of this war and has faced many rebellions. Ukraine has thwarted all Putin's plans. Russia, which claims to be the most powerful state in the world, is being driven to extinction after Zelensky's clever plans. Russia is going through the most difficult days in its history. What do you think about the great rivalry in the Black Sea? Do you think the Ukrainian army will succeed in liberating Crimea? How do you think the liberation of Crimea will affect world politics? What are your predictions for the future of Crimea? Share your opinions with us. Follow us for more updates.